Hey all, my name is Kurt. This is Trent. Welcome to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar in Trenton.
There's nothing on here.
What are we doing?
No idea.
No idea. Hey, many times, and especially here recently, I've had people ask me, what are some good low rye bourbons? So in the mash bill, some people just don't like higher rye mash bills in their bourbon. They don't like that bite. You know, they don't like that heavy rye that you get, in a lot of different bourbons anymore. A lot of them do have some high rye going on. So the last gentleman, I believe his name was Hugh, in the comments. And I thought I took a snapshot on my phone. What do you call that? Not a snapshot.
Screenshot?
Yeah, the screenshot on my phone. Took a screenshot on my phone so I could remember it, because I thought, we need to cover this.
Yeah.
Because he's not the only one. There's been plenty who have asked. So here in a few minutes, we're going to trot out quite a few different bourbons that are good ideas. Good tasting, low rye bourbons.
Quickly, though, we have a live stream tonight, Friday, which is tonight, at 8 p.m. Central Time. It's a Wild Turkey Blind. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't miss it. Kurt has no idea.
I still don't.
What bottles are in this blind. There's a couple surprises in there.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm positive of that. My brother will be joining as well. So we're going to be off site somewhere over at...
we'll be in Chicago somewhere.
Yep, we'll be in Chicago somewhere at a different basement bar. So join us, because as always in our live streams,
it's going to be a lot of fun.
We're going to have a lot of fun. All right, buddy. Let's get into what we're going to talk about. Low rye bourbons and some good suggestions.
Okay.
This one might throw you for a loop a little bit, but this Dickel 8-year bourbon.
I don't think I've had this yet.
That's why, and that's why I put the...
That's a low... What's the rye?
I knew you'd want to try a few.
Heck yeah.
So that is 8% rye in the mash bill. A very low rye bourbon. Now, I understand it's from Tennessee, and some people's going to get a little bit, uptight that I'm calling it a bourbon, but it is a bourbon. It is 8% rye.
It's definitely Dickel.
And, I don't, as you know, Trent, you know me,
yeah.
I don't like all Dickel products.
Right.
I don't. But there are a few that I don't think are too bad or are pretty decent. That's one of them.
This
right
is good.
There. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Next in line, Trenton, also in the 8% rye category, Jack Daniels. So I've got a couple of them here, but I've got the single barrel and the single barrel proof.
You're going to catch a lot of flack for this one, bro.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
These ain't bourbons.
Well,
quote unquote.
Well, and when people comment that stuff, I just don't argue, because it's not worth the argument to me. All I know is they're good, and that's what I tell people. So for those of you that like a little lower proof, I believe this is 94 proof.
Yes.
Okay. The Jack Daniel's single barrel is 94 proof, and then of course the more popular barrel proof for those like higher proof, but both are 8% rye.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think both those actually, Trenton, are pretty fantastic.
I love this one. I haven't had this one in a while, but the barrel proof is.
You know fantastic. What? When I got ready for this video, I did have a little bit of this, and it has been a while.
Uh-huh.
But still, for the the lower proof point, I think it's very good.
Why not?
Have you had dinner?
Nope.
Okay.
It's 9 o'clock as we're shooting this video.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't had dinner yet, so this should be fun.
No, I know. I know you haven't. Trenton's still moving. We'll hopefully be accomplished that by tomorrow.
We'll be done. We close tomorrow, so I'm done moving after that.
We've been helping every night, and I'll be honest with you. Right now, he smells a little of gasoline.
You should have seen this fire that I lit.
I'm just saying. I'm doing everything I can to get through this video. There you go. All right. Next, Trenton. 10% rye in this mash bill.
Classic.
A great classic. You're right. Classic bourbon. Elijah Craig. Another 94 proof bourbon and 10% rye in the mash bill. So for those of you out there looking for a lower rye bourbon, there's no better place to start with than this one right here. $25, you think?
I've seen it with inflation and stuff. I'm seeing like $30-$35.
Get out of here!
It's going up. It's going up a little bit, but it's a solid bourbon, solid mixer. You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
So
I hate to hear that.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Oh well.
Everything's.
Let's move on to the next one. One of my, and coming up next is one of my absolute favorites, and we've proved that on this show. This one here is an 11% rye. Early times, bottled and bond. I mean, we've kind of talked about this one at nauseum.
A what?
Ad nauseum.
I don't know what that is.
That means that we talked about it a lot.
Oh, okay. You learn something every day.
But it's worth it.
Absolutely.
It's worth talking about because this stuff is dynamite, and hopefully you can find it, and hopefully you can find it in your area. And if you can, I suggest you get a couple bottles because, this is the 1 liter, isn't it, Trent?
Yep.
And around here we can get it for like $22. And I've seen cases of it laying around in our area, and hopefully you'll see some in your area as well. This is a definite great place to start for a low rye bourbon, early times, bottle and bond. All right, we're going to jump over now. We don't cover Jim Beam a lot on this show, do we?
Nope.
No, we do not. But I've got a couple of them for you. I've got Jim Beam single barrel, and I have Baker's 7-year. Now this is 107 proof. What's this one, Bob? 108 proof for the single barrel. Now, I know, Trenton, that we disagree just a touch here on this Jim Beam
I'm not
single
a fan,
barrel.
personally.
Single barrel.
But
I got to have a little bit of it because, I'm sorry, but I like it. I really do.
And I'm glad. I don't.
I do. I think it's pretty good, and it's like I think I bought this for like $32, something like that, and I think it's pretty fantastic. You want to try some?
I don't like it.
You don't have to.
But I'll do it just for you.
No, you don't have to.
I'm going to show up to Chick-fil-A pretty loaded at this point.
Don't do that. I think it's a pretty good offering, honestly, for $30-something. It's a single barrel, so taste may vary a little bit from bottle to bottle. Keep that in mind. I think the proof is pretty well out.
Not for me.
It's pretty good. Have you ever had this one yet?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think this is new to the bar for me. So just got that not that long ago. I've had it before, but not in the newer bottle styles.
It's solid. I like it.
Really good too. 13% rye for these two Jim Beam offerings. Very good. Moving on, I got a bunch over here. I don't know if we can fit them up here, Trent, but Wild Turkey and Russell's. Pretty much all of it is 13% rye in the mash bill. So for your choices, you got the Russell's 10-year, which you can get for mid-30s, hopefully. You've got Wild Turkey 101 in the low 20s, right? Wild Turkey Rare Breed. That one I've seen go up to a little over $50 now in our area.
It's unfortunate.
Another great choice. It's a fan favorite, let's face it. And I put out here also Russell's Reserve single barrel, which I think now is closer to $70 to be honest with you.
Up quite
unfortunately. However, in the Wild Turkey Russell's family, at 13% rye in the mash bill, there's several great options for you folks that are looking for low rye bourbons. All fantastic. And Trent and I only have one left.
It's a goodie.
We're creeping up there just a touch. This one's 15% rye, and I do I put it on? Do I take it off? And you know what? It's so good I have to put it on.
You have to put it up
At
here.
15% rye, we're getting up a little bit, but it's a must try in my opinion. It's been a long time since we've talked about it. Cooper's Craft 100 proof. Make sure you get the 100 proof. It is a fantastic bottle, and Trenton, look,
Running low.
getting close to needing another one because that is an absolute mainstay in the bar here for sure. One of my favorites. I think it was another one around $32.
Yeah, just about.
And most everything I put out here tonight, I wanted to make sure it was within reach for most all of you, I hope, to be able to find them, and not a ton of money also. So that's my lineup. What do you think?
Some great options up here. Personally, I'm a huge rye fan. So
I know you are.
To me, like the Dickel just doesn't. I wish there was a little bit more rye spice to it. But if you're not a huge rye fan, start with some 8%ers and then work your way up and kind of see what your threshold is.
Yeah.
And then explore some higher ones. I know like a lot of MGP, like the 75-21-4. Great mash bill in my opinion, but we've got a couple. We just did a Nulu single barrel with that mash bill, and a couple people were a little bit iffy on it just because of the high rye percentage. Some people don't like high rye bourbons as much as we do,
Right.
but a lot of great options if you want to explore your rye threshold, I think. And for bargains, a lot of these are bargains.
Yeah, a lot of them are decently priced. You know, and my particular problem is, Trenton, I like all bourbon.
Yeah.
High rye, low rye, whatever.
Boo rye,
Yeah,
anything.
4 grain, weeder.
Yep.
It doesn't matter to me. I like them all. Most all of them. All right, well, I hope that's been helpful. I've wanted to do this for a while, so I really hope that's been helpful for you. Some great options in a low rye bourbon. That's all we got for you tonight. Really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Please don't forget, live show tonight, 8 p.m. Central, is going to be a whole ton of fun. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly, and we'll see you next time right down here with Trent and I in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.